Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
That's not organic, Hunter.
Welcome back. If you're following us on Instagram, you might have seen our newest reel that we posted, or I guess I shared it. Brandon's talked a lot on this podcast about how he loves when Ajimos come and touch his hair.
Whoa. I haven't said I love it, but okay, continue.
It'll be a bit old by the time this comes out, though.
Yeah, we'll keep it up.
Will it?
We'll just keep reposting
I've been
it.
here for 5.5 years, and it feels like it's still quite relevant.
And if you haven't seen the reel that we're talking about, you should follow us on Instagram at
Oh, you
instagram.com/those
motherfuckers rocking.
foreign
Look at
guys.
this. You're all like,
I always rock.
let's go.
I'm
It's
That's
rocking.
how I roll, baby.
what is this?
So yeah, last week we took Dogger to this hospital where they gave him growth hormones.
And as you can see, excellent results. Highly recommend Korean hospitals and doctors.
Check
No.
the link below for the address.
Free consultation.
No, we have replaced our Eastern European member with a
Good
different
way.
Eastern European member.
Yeah. No, we just elongated him.
Why? Because he's small.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit! Dog is not even here. He's
It's
catching
okay, he doesn't
shots.
listen. He doesn't listen to the podcast, so he won't even
Oh,
hear
true,
the.
actually.
Catching shots. Damn.
Dogger just shows up and talks, and then doesn't listen to the podcast at all. So.
That's true.
Although he might listen to it since he's not here for this one.
Can be.
But yeah, no, you're obviously not Dogger. So
I don't know. Really? Is it obvious?
who the fuck are you?
I don't know.
Hi,
What's your name?
Brett.
And where are you from?
I'm from Switzerland, the French part.
The
What's
French
your sign?
part.
French
Yes,
part.
this- what language do you think Switzerland speak?
German and French.
Thank you for speaking. Oh, I almost said some very Hitlery things.
I mean, I definitely. Had you asked me a week ago, I would have said Swiss.
Yes, I know. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
This guy, dude.
He's from Alabama. We spoke about this 2 weeks ago. His
Yes.
parents sent him to a private school, and
So yeah, he's right. French, German, and Italian.
Oh.
and Italian. Okay.
Yeah.
So
There's also an Italian part.
you from the French side, but do you speak German and Italian too?
No, you just have to know one. And also, I don't really like German. It's kind of ugly.
It's kind of what?
Ugly.
Damn. This guy's hard. Just straight. They're kind of ugly. The people or the language?
Not the people.
Just Joyce, you're the Germans. Don't like them. Ugly people. Cheers.
No, the language.
Okay.
So yeah, me and Brett we're classmates. Our other guest that we've had on, you're our second guest ever. It's big.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
pretty big honor, I guess.
Yes.
But Sejong University, man, they're just pumping out great guests for us, I guess, because both of our guests have been student friends of mine. So yeah, me and Brett, we go to Sejong. You came back this semester, right?
Yeah, it's like I did an exchange semester last year, also for the fall semester. Then went home, did one semester at my university in Europe, and then came back here for another semester exchange.
Are you just doing the one semester, or are you
Yeah,
staying
just
for a year?
one.
Gotcha. And is your major media also in?
Yeah, media communication.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm doing a double degree with journalism, but I'm studying in Spain.
Oh.
Oh.
So you speak Spanish?
Yes.
No, you meant to say si.
So
yeah. My degree is in English, half Spanish.
Gotcha. So then when you came to Korea like the first time, what was like was it like you wanted to go to Korea, or was it just Korea's where they're sending me, or Korea's where I can go?
No, it's where I wanted to go because I was really intrigued by the culture, and I was already learning Korean, so like it was like an obvious choice.
What part of like Korean culture were you interested in? Are you a K-pop person?
I mean, I started a few years ago with K-pop, then I started to watch K-dramas and got into kind of like the Korean news media and stuff like that. And I don't know, I was really intrigued like by how they behave. Also, it's like really a newly like 50 years ago, like Korea wasn't that, like they developed really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really like a big emergent country, and so it's really interesting to me.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way because like I'm pretty big in news and stuff like that and media, and so Korea was kind of a cool option for me.
Man, I'm
It's
just
like-
so confused right now because I was told this guy's a model, not a student.
I said he looks
Now
like
you
a model.
guys are talking about. Wait. We've been had, lads. We've
pulled
been
the
run
wool over
afoot.
your
I've been
eyes.
bamboozled.
I don't remember now.
You
I'm
don't wait.
confused.
You confused as well?
Yeah.
Are you not a model?
No.
Wait.
Yeah, I feel like
No.
he said that
Hunter
he's a
said.
model.
Hunter. Listeners.
Yeah.
Hunter told us we're gonna get a guy coming in Sunday. We're gonna talk about soul fashion. The guy's a model.
Yeah.
He knows the ins.
And he's going to like Fashion Week.
Yeah,
or some
yeah,
shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I did went twice to the fashion week and posed for photographers there.
Fuck, you're a model. Okay, I'm sold.
So
Cheers.
I got baited too.
Accept.
So
because
it's just that like I'm not officially a model, but I like to pose.
I accepted.
So
I'm
would you
sold.
say you're a poser?
Oh.
yeah, I got baited a little bit because I saw on his Instagram like posting the photos and stuff from the, I guess, like, what do you call it? The show? It's not really a show. Was it like
no,
an
it's
exhibition?
just
or-
like outside the fashion shows. There's like a lot of bunch of like freelance photographers and a lot of people who are not model neither, but you just put like a nice outfit and you go there, and it's like the thing is that you ask your friend to start taking pictures of you, so you pose. And then just like photographers around just start to do the same because you're posing. And then it's like in a second, it's just your friend taking pictures of you. And then there's like 10 photographers taking pictures of you.
So
if I could go
how-
back in time.
So when does Fashion Week end?
Shit, yeah.
Or is it over?
It ended yesterday,
It's
right?
over. It was until
What are
yesterday.
you
Yeah,
saying
till yesterday.
damn it for?
I want to take my camera and you two and just see how many people I can get start taking pictures of you.
Aw. I was coming up with something really witty or quick to say, but aw.
You can go for the spring.
Yeah. Okay. There's a spring one.
If I
Alright,
survive the winter.
That's a goal.
Yeah, it's twice in a year.
Okay. That's a YouTube video idea for us. We're gonna turn Brandon into a model.
Shit.
Shit.
No, don't do that. Because if I get too big, that guy's gonna find me again.
Our
Who's going
Korean.
to find you?
Watch a podcast
Yeah.
episode titled. I can't remember
I don't
what it
remember
was
which
called.
episode that was. I think it was 15.
But
Was it
yeah,
15?
15 maybe. Oh, it
There was this Korean guy who like when we were drinking at a pocha, and without going through the whole story, he was a little weird, but it all started because he was like, "Oh, Brandon, you want to be a model?"
that was the start of the. That
Yeah,
was
that was the
That
start
was
of
like
a very-
the third line he said to me.
So then you came to Korea once for exchange semester,
Yeah.
and you just kind of like really really loved it, and so you're like, I want to come back again.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like I arrived here last year, and the day after I was walking in the street of Seoul just like I was home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, I had like kind of a click.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I know people, I don't know, like people are so friendly here. I met a lot of friends. And so since I want to learn Korean, there's not that much other countries where I can go to learn.
I can think of one.
Oh, I was like, where?
I think you're a second.
Yeah,
Well, what
but
country
like-
are you
like,
thinking of,
what-
Hunter?
What country?
I was thinking.
country
I was
speaks
thinking of
Korean?
West Congo.
Oh,
Yeah, of
What?
course.
There's a nice tribe in West Congo that's learning Korean.
Oh yeah, you told us
Yeah.
about this. Yeah, or Kuji's story told us about this. Okay, so like, what was like the thing about Korea that after you came here that you enjoyed the most, or like what's like the biggest aspect of Korea that brings you back?
Well,
He just said it feels like home.
Yeah, but like, what about it?
As a
feels like
white
home?
man in Korea, it definitely feels like home. Yeah, so look at his nice pearly blue eyes, charming smile. Shit.
Yeah, and he's tall.
Tall. Shit.
It's just so unfair.
yeah, I know. It's like everyone is always staring at me. Everywhere I go. Like, and I have a friend who came here also before. She was like, you'll see, there you're going to have like the pretty privilege.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you have kind of a cheat code?
I
Yeah.
do.
Thank you for recognizing it.
Yeah,
I
it was-
appreciate when people recognize that.
As long as you admit
I
it.
mean, yeah, I know, but like,
No, exactly. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I can appreciate that.
yeah, it's just that Western had a really big impact on Korea beauty standards, and so I'm already a standard in the Western culture, and so I'm like the same here,
Hmm.
except that here I'm more unique.
Exotic.
Exactly.
Don't steal our word.
Do you feel like
White and exotic, don't steal our word.
I'm curious about this because I personally do feel this way, and maybe it's just like a self-loathing thing. But I do feel like when I'm in Korea, I definitely feel like I'm more attractive, and like mentally, I feel like I'm more attractive. Do you think that you have like a similar thing where you're like you come here and you're like, oh, I get like this extra attention, so you feel more attractive than compared to the people around you in your home country, or do you think it's kind of similar to you?
No, yeah, I do feel the same because like, yeah, it gave me more confidence, and also it's like I just see how people like react when they see me. Like a lot, like the first few days when I arrived here last year, like every time I was exchanging like contact with new friends, Koreans, etc. It was like, oh, are you a model? I was like, no, but thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
That's a really interesting question, and I actually want to throw that question at you.
What?
How do you look at yourself in Korea compared to the way you viewed yourself back home? And then I guess, more in China because you grew up in China more so than back home.
I think the biggest difference between Ecuador and Korea is that I get more people look at me, but it's because like, what is that dude with that long hair? But that's basically it. With China, it might be a little bit different because I was a lot younger back then. So I did maybe get a little more attention. But yeah, definitely less so here. But like I said, it's more just like, what the fuck is that hair?
Man or woman?
I mean, my kids ask me that all the time, but yeah, it's more just that.
I mean, I feel like you're a pretty you and Brandon, like this is a hard question to ask because like I feel like you're just both so confident already that it's not.
I don't
really
think we're
something you
confident. I just
about.
don't think we give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that could be it
That's
too.
what it is.
So you don't feel like there's a difference in like your perceived attractiveness level of yourself between like when you're living in your home country and when you're living here?
Maybe not, because I don't think that I'm necessarily the type of like in Korea. Like you guys were just joking about it. Like tall, white, it's kind of like, oh, that's pretty. I'm neither tall nor white. So
But
it's
you're pretty.
I am pretty. I'm just kidding. No, so it's kind of like flies under the radar. So it feels like it's not giving me any special attention. It's just kind of like just there. And I would assume it would probably be the same back home. But like I've only spent 1 year of my adult life in Ecuador. Like since I was 19 until now, I only had 1 year of living there. So not so sure. But when that 1 year I was there, it just felt very similar. Like no special attention given other than the fact that people will stare like, what the fuck is that hair? Yeah.
Even in Ecuador also?
Yeah, because in Ecuador you do have, like, it is very common to find long-haired metalheads. Like, you do see it.
Yeah.
Here, it's like, the fuck? Yeah.
What about you, Brandon?
Hmm?
Do you have any different perceived attractiveness level of yourself?
I don't know.
We're getting really deep today on this. I think this,
I know,
this
yeah.
is a very
Shit.
deep conversation.
First, you lied to us about, this guy being a model. No, Tanta, not you, don't worry. And now we're getting into this deep conversation about our inner beauty. I thought it was about, just like external fashion week and shit. That's be fictitious and stuff. But
Fictitious.
They're just dropping words he read in the dictionary this week.
call me William Shakespeare because I shook a lot this week. Oh wait, that didn't sound too good.
Damn.
Anyways, yes and no. It's weird because I think that in Korea, when people say specifically I'm attractive, there's an increased attraction than the general population in South Africa. So I felt more comfortable in South Africa being like, I'm above average, Everyone can look at me and say, oh, this is, a reasonable looking guy. But I feel like in Korea, it's extremes. It's either, wow, this guy is exactly my type, or they're just entirely disinterested. So the way I just view myself, like you sort of said, Brian and I give this persona of we are super. I just don't give a shit. If you express an interest, nice. If you don't, nice. I'm at the same position that I always am, and so I just try and carry myself the same all the time.
I am curious, just kind of round table on this. Do you think you've had situations where people have been like attracted to you or like interested in you because like skin color?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Didn't we have this conversation?
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't think we have.
Oh, did we not? Okay. Yeah. No. So that's the whole thing where we didn't have this conversation on the podcast, but there is that case of, oh yeah, I've only ever dated white or Asian men. I want to try something new. But then also it's like less because of the skin, more because of the assumptions that come with the skin. If you pick up what I'm putting down.
Oh, we know you put it down. Don't worry.
God damn it.
No, but it's definitely been that case. Or like, as I joked with the Ajumas coming and touching my hair and stuff. Women do that. Like, women our age do that too. And when they're like, ooh, it's like a pillow, come lie down.
So do you think that, like, after the riding the white horse, there's like riding the black horse?
Ooh.
Yeah, but no one will say it.
No, it's
No
not
one
true.
is. The same thing like,
It's like the unspoken.
yeah, the unspoken thing. There are no gays in Korea. Nobody rides the black horse. But the underground scene.
What about you? So like, I think one of the kind of stereotypes that I think I've heard a lot about Korean girls. We talked about stereotypes last week, so kind of circling back to that is that Korean girls just love tall guys. They like if you're tall, you can be less attractive. You just have that added height. Do you think you've had situations where girls have been just interested because like, oh, he's tall. I like him. He's tall.
Yeah, one time, like in a club, a girl was really like on me, and I was like, oh, this is too much. Like, leave me. And then it's like she saw I wasn't interested, and like literally 2 seconds after, like I turned to see my friend, then I turned back again, and like the girl was like kissing another tall guy.
Wait. Was the guy taller than you? A little bit? Yeah, she's done the math. Moving around there with the ruler, just sizing them up. Damn.
Because I've heard like I don't know if you've used like dating apps in Korea or anything, but like I feel like just people in general always just want like 180 or more. Like
I was gonna
that's
say,
kind of
so is your height hidden or do you have your height?
I have my height.
Because we all know you on the dating apps.
Yeah, I have my honest height on there.
Yeah.
Which is
175. I might have added an inch or a centimeter. I mean,
Is the thing is like on dating app, like I was confused when I arrived because it's like they have numbers. Like sometimes they just have numbers in the bio, and I'm like, what does it mean? And then it's like they sometimes just put the height, or sometimes I don't know. What was it? The height and age, but sometimes it's like they put like 5 numbers next to each other, and you're like supposed
all the
to,
measurements.
yeah, all the
Yeah,
All the
measurements.
measurements.
and you're like, what does it mean?
It's a code you got to decipher.
Yeah, for real.
How about you? Do you think you've gotten any?
I was
special-
curious about that. Any people with a taste for Spanish blood, Mexican blood,
Or the hair.
Ecuadorian blood,
Or the
or the hair?
I don't feel like. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so.
What?
No.
We spoke, again, we spoke about stereotypes last time, but have you never gotten, oh, I heard Spanish men are like this?
No, not here. That's. I don't know. It feels like. What I think is maybe it's not. South America is not as well known here as like maybe in the West it would be. So maybe that stereotype hasn't really been heard of here, is my assumption. I think that's maybe it. I mean, I have met people before who are like really into Latin music, and so then they see someone like me and they're kind of like, oh, do you like to dance this or not? But it doesn't really feel like very common at all. Yeah.
But I feel like you don't really go to like. I mean, at least in the past, I feel like you didn't really go to a lot of like Latin clubs or Latin places.
I mean, there's
I feel like if you went there, you might.
There's 2 now.
What's
in
the
Hongdae.
second one?
It's right next to the street we usually go to. It's kind of a new one.
The taco
yeah.
place.
Yeah, I think it serves as a
It's
restaurant.
like
in the
it's like
daytime.
during the day we serve tacos, but at night we
Yeah.
tango. From taco to tango.
The problem is that like those kind of places only play reggaeton, and I'm not a fan of reggaeton.
I'm interested to see though if you went there, because I feel like if there was a girl that was interested in like meeting a Spanish guy,
No,
that's the place she would go.
I was gonna say,
right?
so I went once,
It could be.
and I told you afterwards, go there because so many women approached me and were like, "You're Spanish,
brag
you're
more.
Mexican, you're Spanish, you're Mexican," and I was just like, "Yeah, see, see."
But you know what? I did try to go once to one of the places. I won't name them. But
Hold on.
because like I went, it was super packed, and it just smelled like 1,000 armpits, dude. And I'm like, I'm out. This is not for me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was just
Hard to breathe.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. It's just in general, it's the music. Like sometimes I'll kind of be feeling it, but like if it's there all the time, I get really tired of it really quick.
Yeah, reggaeton is kind of always the same
Yeah.
rhythm.
It's the same shit over and over. So
Yeah, but when you got that rhythm, I don't need to change all night. Don't matter who grabbed me. My eyes are closed, but I keep going.
So we kind of talked about like how our perceptive attractiveness has changed. What about your fashion? Has your fashion changed since coming to Korea?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Yours did not. If yours did, I am scared to look at previous pictures. I'm petrified.
Unfortunately, mine has changed.
For the better or the worse?
Definitely better. I definitely can't get worse,
I
right?
think we have to to check that if it's really for the better or not.
Can Hunter? We always say put up the fucking thing. Can we have like 18-year-old Hunter just plonked over here, but 18-year-old Hunter not wearing some esports merch?
So,
Oh no!
So, when I lived in America, like most of my days going to work, I would wear one of two things. One was either I would just wear like a CLG jersey,
I knew it.
like an esports team jersey and jeans, or I would wear pajama pants and one of my dad's t-shirts, which is like an extra large, like just oversized t-shirt, because it was the weekends and I just wanted to be comfortable. So that's what I would wear. And so during the week, I very often wore just little jerseys because it was comfortable. And I would never say that I really dressed to impress. But now, I don't wear those anymore. Now I wear human clothes.
Fair. Okay, that objectively, that is an improvement.
Yeah. And I will say, like,
It
back
is.
then, I was even, I mean, like, I don't think I'm a very big person, but I still see myself very skinny. But I was even more skinny back then. No, it's all the beard.
I saw him pull it in there a little bit as you started rubbing. From my angle, I just saw the oh shit! I'm
So
taking out this gum mic.
yeah. So what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought.
So
Oh.
you wear human clothing
you were
now?
skinnier.
Yeah, I was much skinnier in America, and I did not buy the right size jeans because I needed ones that were long enough for my legs, but the ones that were long enough for my legs, the waist size was too much.
Yeah.
So my pants were like always falling down, and I refused to wear a belt.
Oh, okay. So you're like a hoodlum.
I wouldn't really call myself a hoodlum. I just looked like I was homeless.
I'm trying to
needed
picture.
better
I'm trying to
clothes.
picture Hunter like crip walk now
I had the backwards
with the
hat.
pants sagging. What? Red or blue? Huh? You didn't be a crip.
And so yeah, I think I just didn't really like care much about my appearance back then. I was also very much like, I think like just like facial hair, like you've seen pictures.
I was
of
gonna
my
say,
beard.
yeah, I think, and you've spoken about that before. That I'm not sure if you've heard, but when Hunter came to Korea, he too had facial hair like you and I.
I would say
his-
mine was even more.
Only
than yours.
his was more in the shape of a goat.
Yeah, it was not very well taken care of. And yeah, it was just because I didn't really care about it in America. Then I came to Korea, was like, okay, I think I need to look a little better here. So yeah, got rid of the beard and bought some human clothes from H&M,
Nice.
my favorite store in America, or my favorite shopping place in Korea.
Yeah, yeah.
Did your fashion change, sir? We were talking about this. I don't think you changed, and I could have guessed that. on the way, I was like, oh, now I'm the reporter. They say, oh yeah, I said if we took a picture of you and put it in a fashion magazine, no one would question that shit because you just look like art. Whether someone likes it or not is beside the point. I don't understand it, but it's art, and I can't stop looking.
No, you know what? My ex told me quite a while ago. Like she said, it's not that you don't have a sense of fashion. It's just that your sense of fashion is wrong. And I don't disagree with her, actually. It's just like, I do consider myself a little bit weird. And I know what I like, and what I like is not very popular. So I just go for the things I like, and it's usually very hard to find them. And so whenever I do, I'm just kind of like, that's what I want.
You look pretty nice and sporty today. Look at this.
It's just,
nice
I like
short
these
pants.
shorts and this
They're
shirt
showing
I
off the
got
guns and the
recently.
tats. Shit. You
But-
single?
Speaking of tats, you
Yeah,
want to show
I
your
got
new
my one
tattoo?
here.
Show that camera right there. Yeah,
Got
I'll
it.
zoom in on it.
All right. But yeah, like the pants that I usually wear on the podcast are like something that I really love to wear.
The one that you wear in every other podcast
Yeah.
episode?
The
Yeah.
poopy pants.
The poopy pants.
Didn't wear them today because they were still not dry.
You poop in them?
Huh?
At least we know he washes them.
Yeah. No, that's
Oh, of
essential
course,
to know.
for sure. No, yeah.
I'm not convinced about Dogger's Iron Maiden shirt, but
He says he's got 8, so look.
just a different one. Yeah.
But no, my style has always been very similar. It's like usually dark colors, shorts or pants, and that's pretty much it. The only way that it might have changed a little bit is that I have more long pants and shirts, but that's just because of work.
Do you feel any pressure to kind of dress better here, or do you just not give a shit? And you're like, I'm just gonna dress comfortably.
For work, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, no. When I go out, I just wear whatever I want. I really don't care. As long as I feel comfortable and I like how it looks
Yeah.
for me, that's good enough. But when it comes to work, I know that, for example, in my school, I do feel pressured to hide my tattoo, so I have to wear a long sleeve shirt. And I do have, or I should, I feel like there is kind of a pressure to wear long pants and kind of like look presentable. So only in that sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I've seen some Hagwon teachers and I'm like, how the fuck do your schools let you in like that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. But no, mine is definitely, they do care enough. Yeah.
What about you, Brett? Do you think your style has changed at all?
Yeah, it's kind of like I had to kind of blend in because it's like I arrived and like I used to wear like more bright colors. Like I have some like really like bright red jackets or t-shirts, stuff like that. And when I arrived, like already, it's like I'm like above all the crowd, kind of. And so you only see like my blonde head. And like I was seeing like everyone looking at me. And like with my bright wardrobe, I was like, it's kind of too much. I need to blend in. So I started to buy more clothes in like, like the range of like Korean like colors they use. So
You mean
like
Korean
between-
fuckboy gear? Because that's what you got on the tee, right over here. You change your shoes from white to black. Crisp.
Exactly. Holiday boy.
Yeah, the
Hongdae
perfect
outfit.
Hongdae boy. Cheers.
Yeah,
Black on black
like
on black.
between, like like white, gray, black, and brown.
Let me ask. So you were mentioning earlier, like Switzerland has like the French side and the German side,
And the Italian one.
and the Italian. But since you're from the French one, because from my understanding, and which is not very good, French fashion
about to clip
is like
this.
pretty high fashion, right?
Yeah, it's like we always like dress well for school. Like even if it was middle school, high school, it's like we always try to have a cute outfit to go to school, even though it's just school. And also me is like we are 5 in my family. I have like 4 sisters and like 3 olders, and also it's like since I'm the like only man, when I was 10 and really I was like really choosing whatever I wanted to wear during for the day. We were all in the same school, and like my sisters, they were like, Brett, you cannot wear that to go to school. Like, you're representing the family here. So I was like, okay. So I kind of like started to try to have more fashion sense. And yeah. So yeah, we have higher standards that is really like you have to dress well to go to school.
Is that a Swiss thing, or is that a French part of Swiss thing? I guess I'm curious, like...
Or is that your family thing?
Or is it your family? Because I guess I'm curious, like, French is very high fashion, but, like, does that culture kind of translate over into the French part of Swiss?
No, yeah, I think, well, it's, yeah, both, like, French and Swiss French thing, because it's really, like, if you just always wear, like, sweatpants, it's, like, you immediately categorized, like, as a thug. So... It's like, yeah, you have to dress well, or it's just like everyone's going to treat you like
the Germans. Ugly.
The Germans, it's like, for me, I always have like the picture that they're always in sweatpants. It's like, it's more like in big cities that they dress well.
So when you came here, and like the first time you came here, was there... do you feel like a little bit of pressure to kind of dress down a little bit, or is it dressing down or just dressing differently?
Yeah, more like differently.
Okay.
Oh, thank you said that. I thought we were about to get cancelled.
Why?
Dress down? Korea is all about fashion.
Yeah,
and are you
exactly.
saying this guy's dressing down to fit into
it's
Korea?
like, or it's more like I was like more happy to show outfits, because like everyone is like dressing well when they go out. So I was like, that's really cool that, you know, everyone is having their little outfits.
Do you think you prefer like the Korean fashion style or the Swiss fashion style, or I guess European fashion style?
More the Korean one than the Swiss. The Swiss,
Really?
it's not really, well, there's not really a Swiss fashion style. Like, it's more like the German style, because like the German part is really bigger, so it's kind of the one representing Switzerland. So for me, it will be like more like the French style that I'm taking of, rather than the Swiss style.
Okay. So then what about French and Korean style?
Yeah,
Which one do you like better?
it's really different, but nowadays I prefer like the Korean style than the French one.
Maybe for our listeners who aren't in Korea or don't know Korean fashion very well, can you kind of give a summary of what Korean fashion like?
Black and black
is?
and black.
Yeah, it's really like about like oversized clothes. It's like, for example, this pants, I bought it here. I will not be able to find a good one in Europe. And yeah, I don't know. It's like everything here is cut differently, because like it's for like, well, it's for Koreans. So it's like they are kind of like built differently. Like, for example, I saw like a video of a guy like making suits, and you know, it's like at the back, if for like Caucasians, they have to do like, it's kind of round.
Okay.
But like for Asians, it's flat. And so they have to cut it like really differently. And I don't know, I feel like here, like the brands, they cut better t-shirts and jeans for like Koreans than like in Europe. Sometimes it's really like the generic cuts that really doesn't suit everyone.
Do you think the Korean cuts fit you well?
Yeah, I really like how it is cut.
I think Korean cuts fit everyone well naturally. It just takes a while to actually get used to your eyesight seeing it. But what I've noticed with Korean fashion is a lot of the cuts are tailored to hide your shape if you don't have a good shape.
Because is that what you mean by oversized? Like,
yeah, no, but
not exactly.
Yeah, no, but he's right. Is like Koreans know better how to highlight the good parts of their body than in Europe. Is like there's so many stuff that they produce that it's just not flattering to anyone.
Gotcha. So then, Brandon, how has your fashion change?
Yeah, my fashion stay changing, baby.
Always?
Always.
Do you think you dress better here than you did in South Africa?
Always. And I'm always evolving. I'm like a machine. I keep going. Deep AI. No, yeah, of course. But like, I don't know, even in South Africa, I was like a weird kid. Just like everyone else, I just wore the casual jeans and t-shirt thing. And then I remember at high school, I heard this older dude tell us, oh, the weird guy's going to get all the chicks when he goes to university because he always wears a suit. And I was like, ooh. And then when I went to university, I fucking wore a suit. Not a suit, but I wore a shirt and a tie and like slacks every damn day. And I had a fedora because I was like, I had this idea from this cool dude who was like, that gets you the chicks. Does not get you any chicks. But in winter, especially when I got a nice jacket, I did have a lot of people take pictures of me a lot because they were like, ooh, you're always dressing up. Nice fashion. I'm just trying to get chicks. This old dude once told me this is how you do it. It's been 2 years. I'm still waiting. And then, yeah, after that, I started just being like, fuck it. Let's go back to the old style, jeans and sweater. But then I was like, oh, I like neon. Neon colors are cool. But then I push it to the extreme. I wore like neon on neon. So I'd have this bright neon t-shirt with a different, also again, bright neon cap. So like one would be green, other one would be pink. Shit like that.
Are you not supposed to do that?
No, you
is that a
definitely
fashion
should.
law?
Yeah, I don't know if it's fashion law, but it should be. 'Cause looking back, I am
Looking
ashamed.
back.
So
You know those things when you could go back in time and do something? I'm changing myself. Getting back to those moments.
So what's the deal now with
And,
the Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, and now it's like all about. No, even before the Hawaiian shirts, when I came to Korea, I was like, I'm gonna go back to the shirts because I work at a school. Let's dress nice. But then I can't remember. I went to Vietnam, and I saw this cool, using it very loosely, but just pineapple shirt with a
Yes.
pineapple pants. And I don't know, part of me was like, I should buy that. And my, now wife, but girlfriend at the time, she was like, no. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And then she was like, fuck it. And then she got a pineapple dress. So we match. And then since then, I've been like, fuck it. Hawaiian shirts are cool. I'll make them look good. I'll keep wearing them. And so that's become the gag for the past 2 or 3 years that, summer's coming around. Brandon's flower and the Hawaiian shirts are coming back.
I like it though. I think it gives you it fits you well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just like changing my style, and sort of it was kind of funny hearing your story of you stand out, and so you sort of wanted to assimilate into the culture. I stand out, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm running this shit. Let's go, baby. You guys saw in winter, I had that neon green jacket, right? Black
yeah.
neon. No, I'm fucking standing out. What's up, players? Where we at?
It's
Huh?
funny that you mentioned the fedora part because like in my early 20s, probably
Yeah,
when
fedora
I was
too?
20, yeah. But like here's the thing though, because where I went to school there were a lot of Koreans too. And at that time, like Korean fashion was tight jeans, Converse, and a baseball cap. So I did copy that a little bit at that time. I also wear like tight jeans, but I would also have like kind of bright colored t-shirts. And then I'd also have like my little hat and everything, and my hair was also kind of long. And it did attract a lot of attention from the Chinese at the time. So I did have like a little bit of a... I was
A little
maybe
bit of
popular.
tips fedora, huh?
Yeah, I was a
Me
little
lady.
bit popular. It was pretty good. I partied a lot like that. But at some point I think at some point I just looked at myself and I was like, I look so fucking stupid.
That was me.
And so I was
That was
just
me.
like, hats away, no more tight jeans, and then definitely not bright colors anymore. And then since then, it hasn't changed. But I do like some kind of like, it's mostly like, I don't know how to say it specifically, but it's definitely Asian type of fashion, but in the sense that it's like a little more traditional. So like, for example, the pants, those like big baggy ones, like I like those a lot. I used to have this other outfit that has these, you used to close it by, it's kind of like a Chinese style where it has this big knot here and it goes through a little hoop here.
I know what you're talking about.
And so instead of being a button, it's just
Yeah.
like a knot that goes in through and then it just fastens like that. I really like that type of kind of more, I don't know how to say it. It's
I know how to
feels
say
like
this.
Chinese,
80s
but
kung
Western.
fu. That's what the fuck that is.
It's not exactly that though.
But that's where
But
no, but
it's a
that's the
little bit,
vibe.
yeah,
for the
yeah.
for the Westerners, go watch your 80s kung fu movie. That's what he's talking about.
Maybe a little bit. And I'm still really into it. I really like those like really big baggy loose pants. Something very like loose and comfortable up here too.
I've got similar cool fashion pants, but I can't wear them because they're technically my hanbok pants. Very expensive, and I'm not gonna go partying in them.
Yeah.
But I so badly want to just once.
I will say I also had a fedora phase, but mine was in middle school, and I don't think it looked good on me. But it came right after my wearing aviator glasses all the time phase.
No.
I had the aviator glasses as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
Those were my two accessory phases in high school and middle school, but I've graduated now to just no accessories.
No accessories.
I never wear watches or necklaces or hats or anything.
Same.
I'll wear
Get
a
some-
hat every now and
Get
then.
some
but-
earrings, Hunter.
Some earrings? No, I
Yeah.
don't think I'd look good with an earring.
Get a septum piercing.
Definitely not. Definitely not getting that.
I think that would look hot.
I appreciate that, but
Women, please leave a comment. Hunter's gonna look hot with a septum piercing. Thanks.
200 Patreon subscribers.
Oh yeah,
No.
I actually do
No.
kind of want to get a couple more piercings.
me too.
Yeah.
I especially I want the top one so that I can have those fucking chains that you put it in the top and then it hangs down.
You
and it
should
comes
do
in.
another one on your nose so that it goes like
And it goes-
this and like this.
I'm-
Actually, like two
I'm-
chains, one here.
I'm
and
not
then
gonna
one
lie,
here
I'm
like that.
I'm low key keen, but when I was having that thought, I was like, that would look dope. One of the problems I have is because of how long my hair is and I wear it loose, it gets caught in everything. And that's how I discovered sometimes when I get new earrings and we go out and then I go home and I have no earrings, it's because when we dance, they get caught in my hair and my hair just wiggles it out.
My hair gets caught on my earrings a lot too.
So yeah.
Are you an accessories person? I
Yeah,
think so.
like yeah, kinda. But yeah, it's like I started to wear rings kinda recently in the last year maybe, and I don't know. I really like it. For me, like it puts more. I have prettier hands with it, and then yeah, I thought of like maybe earrings and stuff, but I never really took the time to book an appointment and go there and do it.
This is Korea. You walk in, you say earrings, and
Yeah.
you walk out. That's exactly what happened for me.
Is the rings because of Korea or since Korea?
No, it was before.
Before that.
But it's kind of hard because I have big joints, so it's hard to find rings that fit.
What is this man? laughing
I'm
at?
just laughing at him laughing. I don't even know what the innuendo is here. It's fine.
Gotta get bright after that shit. Jesus. Please cut the last 20 seconds.
Are you not a hat person?
Oh no,
Yeah.
every hat looks awful on me. Like I cannot wear it.
I low key want to see him in a fedora now. We've had our phases. We know what we look like.
You know what?
A fedora.
Fedora hat.
Fedora.
You know what
Fedora.
hats I like are those like old paperboy hats. You know, the ones that kind of go like this here and like if you look at like an old movie from like Victorian age,
Okay.
like those little paperboys, like
Now I'm yeah.
yeah. I
When
like
you said
those hats.
I don't know, when you said Paperboy, I thought of the TV series Atlanta
Oh,
because
yeah.
the
Paperboy.
main character is Paperboy.
Paperboy.
I was very confused. I was like, what?
No, but I can't really wear hats right now because of my hair.
Do you know the bucket hats? Fuck, I look bang good in the bucket hat.
Bucket hat? Oh, yeah.
But I can't fit a damn bucket hat on my head unless I finger curl. But if I've spent 4 hours finger curling my hair, I don't want to wear a bucket hat, so I'm fucked.
Yeah. I have a question. What's your opinion on the Korean? I think it's not that popular anymore, but when I first came here, it was really popular. The Korean girl fashion of wearing the LA Dodger hat with every outfit. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know the blue hat that says LA that every Korean celebrity girl wears?
That's true that at some point there was like kind of like a American style, because I know a lot of Koreans also have like a T-shirt with like the American flag on it and stuff like that. And we had that
America.
phase too in Europe, but like I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. But I don't really like it.
Actually, I saw an older man on the subway today wearing a hat with an American flag on it.
Hey, he's
Yeah.
probably on his way to the Gyeongbokgung Palace so he can protest and shit.
No, but like that's what I was saying when all my classmates used to wear those skinny pants and Converse. It was always with an MLB cap.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very popular. Like all the celebrities, like they wear the masks so that they can't be seen in public. They have the blue hat on. I just saw so many pictures on Instagram all the time of girls
Yeah.
dressing like that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Bryant was probably sending them to me.
Yeah, I don't. That's not the kind
I'm
of
not
videos
sending
he
you
sends.
girls that are covering themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes. I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. Okay, circling back. I feel like we've just skipped over the supposed main topic, but Seoul Fashion Week highlight. I mean, other than people taking photos of you, because I know that was the highlight.
Yeah, well, it's like really cool, but then I didn't went inside to see any of the shows. Like I really just stayed outside. Looked like there's a screen where you can see the shows, and sometimes they kind of like go out. And I don't know, it's really cool to see people dressed up, even though they're not models, they're not professionals. They just go there with like their best outfits or what they think is like original or stand out or stuff like that. And also like the Korean brands, like I really like how they when they use like the traditional Korean outfits and mix it with like more modern outfits. Or I feel like also a lot of the brands, they made collections with like unstructured or like uneven clothes, sometimes kind of like in a futuristic style. I don't know if you see what I mean.
I know what you're
I know
talking
what you
about. Those asymmetrical shit designs where the one side is like this and the other. Not for me.
Yeah.
High
But-
fashion. Ooh, what the fuck am I doing on my phone over here?
But
Hello.
I think like they do more like stuff like that because to like contrast with like the like daily Korean life.
Mm.
Because like they kinda like in the streets they kinda all dress in the same like range of colors, in the same range of like similar pants, shorts, t-shirts, shirts, and also because like the working life is really hard, it's really strict, there's so many, you have to fit in. So I think they really represent like try to break that.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it really interesting.
When they like, what is the point of Fashion Week? Is it for like brands to show off new things that they've made, or
Yeah, it's to show like so this one in September is to show like the winter collection
Gotcha.
basically.
Damn.
And it's just a way for each brand to reach more audience.
Mhm.
And also then you have a lot of artists that just go there. Like there was a lot of like K-pop groups, actor, actresses, and celebrities that went there, and like they were usually when they go to see a brand, like usually like the brands send them before like an outfit to wear
Right.
to show it.
So the whole "who are you wearing" thing.
It just still seems crazy to me. The whole concept of when you show what. It's like, it's September. Now we're going to show the winter collection. It's fucking hot. Ain't the homies dying in the winter collection? You know what I'm saying? But like, it's to look forward to winter,
Yeah.
which I get. But at the same time, then again, man, this is high-end fashion. Ain't no way, some Tom, Dick, and Harry on the street gonna rock up in winter with that. So it's really interesting to hear that. Sort
If
of
you
a
had
thing.
the
Yeah.
money when you go to these things, do you have the opportunity to buy the outfits, or is it like you can't buy the outfits there? You would have to buy them like somewhere else.
I don't think it's like just so you can buy it there. I
Mhm.
think it's just really to show it,
Mhm.
and then maybe after you can buy it.
Or hire the designer because you
yeah.
like their style.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
to
gotcha.
show. It's
Mhm.
not like, oh, I like that one. Give me it.
Yeah.
You know?
So are these kind of things? Are they more for like the industry people rather than like people just to come out and watch?
Yeah, I think it's more like for industry people, like designer, like maybe showing it to like sellers,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like for so that they like for the chat like selling points maybe the
Mhm.
channels maybe they like kind of they are selling their brands their
Right.
collection to then sell it.
I'm curious now to just jump on that, and then one of your previous things you mentioned of how you didn't actually go in. Why go then? What was the draw for you to go there but not go in? But it's for people who want to buy the shit or hire designers.
It's
What was the attraction?
it's really just for the hype, you know. It's
Okay.
like we've been to the fashion week and and it's just like we dress in a cool outfits and then it's like some like freelance photographers they like take pictures cool pictures of you, so then you have cool pictures to like post on social media to send to your family and stuff like that.
Do they sell you the pictures or they just give you the pictures for free?
No, they give me the pictures for free. It's like you pose and then like the photographers they comes up to you to take usually like your Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and then once they edited the pictures
Mm-hmm.
they message you and they send to you like the pictures usually like by email
Yeah.
to have that like the high quality and like the point of it is that you like sometimes they directly post you and tag you and sometimes like you can post like the pictures they took of you and like the point is to tag them
Yeah.
so that then like my followers can see the pictures that they took so that they
Mhm.
can like have like gain in
Yeah, little
followers
collaboration
and
thing.
Yeah.
clients and
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think yeah, it's cool. It's like a win-win situation. It's
Mhm.
like me, like I went with friends, and so it's like we're having fun,
Mm-hmm.
and we have then cool pictures of us, and then for like the freelancers, they have like free like models, you
Right.
know, like they didn't pay us, we didn't pay them, but we all win in this situation.
So how many Instagram followers have you gained?
I don't know,
Since
maybe
Fucking
then.
Hunter's always looking for the numbers.
Yeah, I'm a numbers guy.
I don't know, maybe 30, 40.
It's pretty good.
I went 2 days.
Okay. It's pretty good. 30, 40?
I love how fucking bored out of his goddamn mind Brian looks. So I got a question for him to get him back in the game. Does any of this shit sound good to you? Do you want to go next Seoul Fashion Week? Are you interested?
No.
No? Why not? You don't want to get 30 Instagram followers and have your picture taken for a nice
No,
photo you can send back to
I
your
mean,
family?
I'll go if you guys are going and we do it like a podcast thing and like,
Okay.
oh, we go. But
Yeah.
like, if it was just me on by myself, nah.
But you can just go and just
Leave
look
my
at
fucking bottle.
how people behave.
I'm keen. No, I'm keen. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
I'm down too.
I'm trying to gauge this guy.
Nah, just stay home and game.
What are you doing?
Just hanging around.
What are you
No.
playing these days?
Humankind.
Don't
a
get
little bit
sidetracked
of League.
now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but I think the main reason why is because, like I said, the things I like are not things I would find there.
Mhm.
How do you know?
I don't know actually. I mean, I just assume that it's not going to be there. So I don't know. I just really don't care that much about fashion, I guess.
It's so weird because of how weird your fashion taste is. I almost feel like if there's anyone who's gonna see something that you go, "Ooh, I like that," it's gonna be
Yeah,
you.
it would be him.
It's gonna be you.
It's like you said, they do like the asymmetrical weird stuff.
I've
I
seen
don't
in-
like
no, not
asymmetrical
asymmetrical, but I've seen enough high fashion shit to be like, this is so weird. Who would wear this shit? And since meeting you, I'm like, I can answer this question. I can finally answer this damn question. I know someone in real life who I could see wearing this thing. You.
Except he wears it 50 years later when
Yeah,
it's in
50 years
a vintage,
later,
when
yeah,
it's a
it's
vintage
Yeah,
shop.
there
Vintage-
you go.
In a vintage shop that he finds in the, the middle of the mountains, run by an Indian. I don't know what
That
the
was
hell.
so random.
So random, but yeah.
But actually, when I went to Singapore, I found this also very random Nepalese clothing shop, and they had more of the pants that I liked and T-shirts that would fit it, and it was really nice. but they were asking so much money for it, and the quality was just did not feel that great. So I was like, no, like you need to lower this shit or I'm leaving. And they were like, nope, nope, nope. So I just left. It was
Nice.
just did not feel right.
Yeah.
They wanted like $50 for a t-shirt, and like it looked like the shittiest cotton you've ever seen. I was like, fuck that. It's gonna break in 2 washes.
So you're a pretty big like thrift shop, vintage shop guy.
I guess so, yeah. Because I guess like sometimes I do find the things I like there. Yeah, I do often go to a shop just in case to see if they might have it, but rarely do I ever find it.
But like thrift and vintage shops are so different in the East than the West. In the West,
Yeah.
it's sort of recycled second-hand goods. You know, that's the concept. But in the East, it's like no one's worn this fucking thing ever, so it's fucking so just overpriced shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
first-hand old shit.
Yeah.
The most unique piece of clothing I saw was like, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a vest. It's like no sleeves or whatever, just like the vest you wear over a shirt, and it was a Comcast Comcast vest. I was like, that's the weirdest, and it was in Korea, like in the middle of Kondae, and I was like, that's interesting. I kind of want to buy it.
Yeah, there's so many like fucked up like stuff written on shirts, and don't get me on like all the French words or phrases they're using.
I mean, don't even get me into the English. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
English
what the
ones are-
fuck is this
Yeah,
saying?
well, yeah. What does it mean? And even like it's even worse in French because you have the accents, and it's always the wrong ones they're using.
You know what? I remember one of my first experiences in China. I went to like just a supermarket, kind of like a Walmart type thing, and they had a clothing area. Right, there was a hat for little children, like 7-year-old children.
This is a totally unrelated laugh.
And it had like capital letters written across it, slut. I was like, there's no, and this is the most random shitty place. I will tell you, the only Western thing they had there, like as a brand or chain, was one KFC. There was nothing else there. And there was just this random ass children's hat that said slut on it.
Sounds about Asia.
Yeah.
The other week I went with my friend to a club, and there was a guy, like one of those people that like stands behind the DJ and like pumps at EDM clubs. And what it is those very popular like varsity lettering shirts. They just have like random words and stuff. And his just said drugs. And I saw it and I was like,
I
I
like that
kind of want it. Yeah, I was like, that kind of
mean,
goes hard.
When I was in China, one of the things I saw was, but I'm pretty sure they know it, and that's the whole joke in the play. But I love BJ,
Uh-huh.
Beijing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey,
Hey,
who doesn't love a BJ? Beijing's a wonderful place to visit. Go.
never been. Never experienced the BJ.
Damn.
Unlucky. Doesn't get to play the game.
Still get to play the game.
Um,
All right. Any final words?
question? Brian, you didn't ask our good guest a single question.
Yeah, ask him what the fucking
ask
question.
Ask him one question. Just one.
Have you been a BJ? I guess maybe what is the what is maybe if you could say what is something that stands out to you of Korean fashion? I don't know if this was asked before.
I told you.
You might have zoned out
This
during that
man
part.
was sleeping. Just the
No, but if there's
the
something
entire podcast. Just have the camera on Brian. We can all be speaking. Just have the camera on this guy because he was in a state.
No, but like something I like about the Korean style that they wear like daily is like they all look good and sometimes classy or sometimes like more streetwear, but it's like also really simple. It's like you don't need a lot. Like I'm used to like more the French style, and it's more like sophisticated. When like the Korean style is really simple, so it's kind of like you don't need a lot to put it off. And also it's like because I think they don't really have time to do something sophisticated, so they just put like a good looking pants, a good shirt or sweatshirts or else, and it's done, and they can go out and do whatever they need to do.
Just things that easily match.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also that's why they have like this like color range, because like they just take whatever and it will match more easily.
sense.
And like I discovered like here, you know, like the casual suit pants, and like when I like bought the first one and I put it on, I was like, damn, that's really comfy. Because I'm used to like, you know, like the Western like suit pants, which is like kinda not really comfy. And like here, you know, since it's like oversized and stuff like that, it's super comfy. And I'm like, damn, like I'm not gonna put like a jeans ever again.
But you know, to go on Hunter's point earlier about his jeans debacle in the US, one of my problems with that is the pants don't fit my ass.
Yeah, too much badonkadonk.
And when they do fit my ass, they don't fit. You know, it's like weirdly shaped everywhere else.
I have a similar experience with that, but slightly different.
In the front too.
Yeah.
No, say no, man. I want to say that one. Don't say that one.
These fuckers.
No, but basically, remember James noticing the bulge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
yeah.
issue. Like, when I would go shopping for clothes with my ex, like she'd be like, "We need to get something bigger."
Yeah. Oh, you got to wear a long top all the time.
Oh yes.
I had a pants like that where if I didn't wear a long top, I couldn't wear it. And once before going out for the night, I envisioned my perfect outfit. I didn't wear a long top.
Yeah, so I have like this really oversized sweatshirt just because they need to be able to cover these other
Yeah.
sweatpants. And I remember you did come one time with some pants. You had to hold the carrot over you the whole time.
On the podcast.
With my work pants, no less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why? Now it makes sense why I keep getting booked by female students.
Oh, no.
Also, please censor that. Oh, but also,
Can't
wait.
promise I'll remember.
Final question.
Okay.
But before I make the final question, I missed the old Brian with the hard-hitting questions.
What?
With the questions that go at the fucking core of the situation, the dark side. What do you hate about Korean culture? Like Korean fashion culture, fashion wear.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm tired of this niceties.
What I don't like about it.
And don't worry, if you say something fucked up and you think you'll get cancelled, I'll say something afterwards. They'll come for me.
He'll say something worse.
They'll come for me. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's really simple. So like, or you don't like it, or just that's it. I don't find a dark side to like the Korean fashion.
Do you think it's a little bland sometimes?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it can be bland because it's like a short range of colors, and it's like kind of at like every store you go, it's always the same thing. So of course for me it's new, but maybe if I stay here longer, I will like get bored of it. But yeah, also it's evolved, like just like fashion, it's always changing. It's like now it's more like the 2000s baggy jeans are coming back. It's like another type of oversized that they already had, because they had, you know, like the casual like oversized suit pants, but now they have like the baggy jeans. But yeah, it can be blend because it's like, for example, now like green forest is kind of like trend fashion color in Korea, and it kind of feels like a bold choice for some Koreans, I think, because like you stand out in it, and it's really like not one of their objective to stand out in the crowd.
Right. We'll
Weak.
win again. All right.
I don't know. What do you think?
Peace.
Yeah, so we actually, Brett's also going to be a guest on our Patreon episode for this month that we're going to record. So if you are interested in that, head over to Patreon and
We
subscribe.
will also drop his Instagram handle. if you'd
Yeah,
like to
we'll put his
follow him.
Instagram in the bio.
No,
but yeah.
only in the Patreon though.
Only in the Patreon?
Oh, yeah,
Nah, we'll have his Instagram in the bio of this episode, but go check out the Patreon episode where you can hear the fucked up shit he says about Germans. So we will see you guys over in the Patreon. Thank you guys for
OnlyFans on the
listening.
There
Hey,
you go.
I feel used.
good.
So we will see you guys over in the Patreon or next week's episode. Thank you for listening.
Wait.
And don't forget to
Don't
subscribe and
Flick the bell.
click the
That's
bell.
all the man says.
Always.
I love-
that dog.
Can't bet that dog.
I love flicking the bell.
I know you do.
Oh yeah, you do.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.